2024 is almost upon us, and I can think of no better time than right now to release the second 2023 roadmap for Marvel Strike Force. What is coming up the rest of the year, and what is coming up next year? We got all the reveals in this video, including 2 new game modes, a new X-Men team, Mephisto as a reward for Dark Dimension 7, and a lot more. And if you're ready for that Valley Club, then you know what to do. Find that like button, and let's go smash it! And welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I am ValleyFlyin, and I hope you're having a great day, because in this video, we're discussing the roadmap for the second half of 2023. Yeah, the long-awaited roadmap for the second half of 2023. We're also going to discuss why it took so long for us to get this roadmap, but we're discussing some of the new features, the new game modes, Siege on Battle World, Escape from Kiln, which looks to be very, very fun game modes, the new X-Treme X-Men team, and the new member Nightcrawler that is coming very soon. Also Dark Dimension 7 and Mephisto as the big reward for this. But before we discuss all the major things coming up in the rest of 2023 and in 2024, if you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button for more great Marvel Strike Force content. We review videos like this. We have question and answer videos, news videos, gameplay videos, everything to help your experience in Marvel Strike Force. But before we get this blog post, I know you guys are wondering, why did it take so long for this second half preview of 2023 to get revealed? I mean, it's almost December. We're now just getting this. Well, it was revealed to the Envoys at the Envoy Summit a few weeks ago that there was many versions of this roadmap. Many of them got thrown out because they weren't good enough. They weren't exciting enough. This is the version that they're releasing. So hopefully your excitement matches mine, because when I saw a lot of the features in the Envoy Summit, I was very excited. I wanted to share with you guys. NDA has lifted those, so we could finally get a sneak peek at all the awesome content and features coming for the rest of 2023 and into 2024. This is going approximately 6 to 9 months in the future, and the dev team is taking some new approaches to content features, creating exciting moments, fresh challenges for all players at all levels of the game. And one thing that they did say that they wanted to do is create a much better new player experience. So hopefully we can see an influx of players in 2024, because hopefully that is something that they can redesign. A lion's share of the content shared today is solid, but some projects are early in development and just ideas on paper. An acute theme of tying all these things together is we wanted to hear your feedback as an essential component of shaping the final form of all content and features. And this was something that we didn't get all the whole breadth of what is going on in the game in some previous blog posts. We got some little pieces like some red star requirements for Sword Satellite without knowing that Incursion campaign is coming up. So, yeah, we're getting more information here, but like they're saying, some of the projects are early in development, still on paper, so they could be switched. And turning the corner, they've taken a hard look at both gameplay data and feedback from players this year and identified some priority areas of improvement, including reducing the hoarding events. And I think they've improved on that since the beginning of this year. We've had to hoard a lot. They've cut down on the amount of hoarding that we've done. Improving the new players' ability to prepare for limited time events. I think that's something that they can still improve on. Setting event difficulty appropriate for many players to feel successful. And I think this measure of success is now the meta item. Previously, it was completing all the milestones in an event, and I think the new measure of success for a lot of these events is getting the meta item. And getting the meta item has been pretty easy recently, but I would like to do more of these milestones, completing all the milestones, because that does feel good. Ensuring characters maintained their valuable for a reasonable period of time. They did make the commitment when it introduced diamonds that they were going to be valuable for at least a year before they're phased out. So I hope they continue with that. And general gameplay stability and reducing bugs. That is a big area that they really need to improve on. Since update 7.5 was launched, a lot of players can't get into the game. The game is crashing, the game is freezing. Many improvements have already been made this year to provide a more satisfying experience, and you can expect this effort to continue. There's been a refocusing of priorities, ensuring gameplay stability and reducing the number of bugs with new releases. I think they've been reduced, but 7.5 has brought back a lot of them. So hopefully whatever is going on that's causing all the stability, all the freezing, all the crashing issues, I hope that is fixed very, very soon. With some of the recent issues experienced, we've made a deliberate decision to move people away from other projects and focus specifically on gameplay stability. This level of priority will continue and should manifest in cleaner builds in the future. I hope it is. 7.5 is a very buggy build, especially for many, many different devices. So I hope they continue to focus on stability in the future, and we don't get many updates like 7.5 was in terms of bugs. Celebrate the game's 5th anniversary this year. They're making big moves to ensure the game's success for the next 5 years. So I'm glad that they have a long-term plan. This is not just something that Savvy bought early in this year. They're trying to get as much money out of the players and shut it down. at least according to this, they have at least a 5-year plan. For example, we've made recent change to how we deliver gameplay updates and eliminate server downtime. And this was one of the big things that I was really excited at the Envoy Summit, the OTA changes, the over-the-air changes where they could deliver updates very easily. Now, they haven't done that so far. Some of these updates that they delivered have been very buggy, and it's actually increased the downtime, but hopefully they fix the issues moving forward and we get the streamlined process that they wanted to have. It might seem like a minor change on the outside, but internally it's a significant shift in our process. It isn't a trivial amount of work. We're monitoring this because the mood here isn't business as usual. We're not bypassing hard work we know needs to be done just because it's hard. We all still have much to do and take much more time, but we're dedicated to making Marvel Strike Force live up to its full potential. And this is where you come in, not just myself, not just you, everybody in the community of Marvel Strike Force. Player feedback has more weight now in shaping the game's future than ever before. Yes, a lot of that had to do with the Players Council, the Players Council introducing their long letter to the devs, and I think that made them shift a lot of the ways they're doing business. Started the Players Council where representatives give feedback directly to our team on a recurring basis. We've hosted an on-site event for several dozen content creators where they gave feedback on upcoming and content and features, and a lot of that was a diamond feature majority, but also on some of the features that you're going to see today. We've already taken action to address it. The team gets daily feedback from players via many sources, including the community engagement team, customer support, your voice matters, and will influence many of the topics were discussed. So let's dive in. All right, so all the new stuff here is coming up. Siege on Battlefield. Duels are next, the next game mode of Marvel Strike Force, currently in the early stages of production. In recent years, we put significant effort in developing PvP modes like Cosmic Crucible and Alliance War. The PvE game modes like Raids, Scourge Trials have also seen improvements where we're ready to go a step further. And slated for release in 2024 is a new PvE game mode, Siege on Battleworld. Now, strikers learn of a planet called Battleworld with amalgamation of locations featured from conquered universes. The planet is divided into territories, each ruled by a boss vying for control. To mitigate the threat of the bosses, your alliance is authorized to systematically siege various territories. Sieges, they're going to last 6 days, with each zone offering a new set of daily challenges and rewards. And as your alliance completes the zone missions, you'll advance through to territory 1 zone per day and have the opportunity to challenge the boss in the final zone. Characters in Battle World can only be used once daily, so your alliance needs to coordinate to maximize points. As we take a look at these early designs of the Siege on Battle World, you see that some of the things have already changed since the Envoy Summit. So these are definitely not final. These are subject to even more change. But we see that there's some different activities that you need to do as an alliance. You're getting these moment orbs, 3 out of 5. So as soon as you get the next orb, as soon as you get these points, you're getting the next orb. You want to try to get as many of these orbs as possible to score as much as possible so you get some rewards from this as well. As we move down to another screenshot here, this looks to be a boss on Asteroid M, which I think has already been changed, but you see these different sections here. Each section unlocks after a day. You have these different items that you're trying to unlock in each section here. Zone 4 is going to unlock in 21 hours from this screenshot, and to complete all missions. For these missions here, you're getting a certain amount of victory points as well. So that's another screenshot, and another district here as we take a look at some of the special operations. Different characters that are sent, claiming the regions, crossing the gate, and loot the moment tower. Now, this is not going to be completed by one person. You're going to need to coordinate with your alliance. Some people in alliance with stronger rosters are going to do certain content. Some people that just have the characters are going to do different content. So this should be, I'm looking forward to this. I think a lot has changed since we've already seen it at the summit. I think a lot is still gonna change. And moving on to the X-Treme X-Men, we saw a little tease on social media of Marvel Strike Force of Nightcrawler coming to the game. And some of the most requested characters are coming soon in the X-Treme X-Men team. We're incredibly excited to announce that fan favorite Nightcrawler is finally teleporting in. You can unlock him to your roster, not in 2024, but before the end of 2023. So coming very soon. Here's some concept art that looks pretty close to what the final character model will be. And I think it looks pretty good. I'm finally happy that this character is finally coming to the game. Keep an eye on the weekly development blogs on Fridays, 1 p.m. Pacific, for more announcement on more X-Treme X-Men team reworks of some of your favorite mutants. Now, I do know who the characters coming are. I do know who the reworks are. I can't say anything. It's still under NDA, but Nightcrawler, very excited. Let me know who your thoughts are on what the other characters that are going to be on the rest of this team are, and what characters are getting reworks. As we move on to the next, you choose your new characters and new teams. The first player choice poll was a huge success, with a winner, Silver Surfer, who shall receive the symbiote treatment in the near future. The feedback on the first character vote was overwhelmingly positive. So we'll do more of these polls more often, with even greater levels of community involvement in creating new characters and new teams. One of the primary avenues for shaping the game's success, that we see that Silver Surfer, we see concept art that is getting rendered more and more and more, and this character, as we see more concept art, it's looking even better. All right, the dev team is planning multiple new character votes, with next opportunity coming in December, only a few weeks away. That's just the beginning. I am excited about that. There are more voting opportunities planned in 2024. Check in the weekly dev blogs for more information on how to participate. So that is all exciting. And also is a new tower mode. Tower was one of the modes that I enjoyed a lot. The feedback from players regarding Avengers Tower, Sword Satellite has been encouraging, citing satisfaction with level of challenge and the related rewards. As you enjoy these tower rewards, we're working on the next iteration called Escape from Kiln. Now, I hope they bring back Sword Satellite so we can get more diamonds from our characters, but I'm hoping that was not a one-time thing. The new tower mode, though, has a new twist where you can only bring a squad of 3 characters per team, but you can place them in any of the 5 slots. That is interesting. That's hopefully should open up more avenues of theory crafting. We're very interested to see the inventive team compositions the community comes up with. While all commanders at level 65 plus can participate, the higher levels of mode will be rewarding for players with extensive and powerful rosters. So, like a lot of content, you've been playing for a while, have that larger roster, you are gonna get more rewards. This is early design again, but it should be modified before it's released. But as of right now, this is what the Escape from Kiln is looking like. And here's some details to help you start preparing right now. Battling in this mode is free, doesn't require any resources or energy. Health and ability energy is persistent and doesn't reset between the floors. Characters can't heal between the floors. Restarting at 1 will drop you all the way back down to floor 1. Floors will have specific trait requirements. There's no save point between the floors. As part of the challenge to get the best run score in 1 season, milestone rewards are paid out to relatively highest number of floors cleared in your best run. So this seems like a combination between some of the previous tower modes that we've had, some of the scourges that we've had. It looks to be challenging, but I think that's a good thing. Escape from Kiln is targeting release in January 2024, so it should be coming up very soon. And then later in 2024, we talked about it in the beginning, Dark Dimension 7. And this is next page turning chapter. Dark Dimension 7 earlier this year planted seeds of a story involving the cunning demon Mephisto. The story will grow with Groot-like strength in 2024. New challenges and rewards. They're still several months away, but more details are coming. And normally, before they release another Dark Dimension, there's a level and a gear cap coming as well. So we could expect that before this Dark Dimension 7. We've seen character models of Mephisto in some of the previous Trials events, the Black Cat Trials, the Nova Trials, and the Green Goblin Trials. But yeah, he's going to be a playable character sometime in 2024. And for Dark Dimension 7, the traits are changing slightly. And this could change again before it's released. So don't make any plans right now. This is not final. But as of right now, missions 1, 2, 3, no traits required. So yeah, instead of 3 different traits for City, Global, and Mystic, and Cosmic, only 2 right now. So missions 4 and 5, City, non-mythical, legendary. Missions 6 and 7, Global, non-mythical, legendary. And missions 8 and 9, Cosmic, non-mythical, legendary. Missions 10 and 11 is going to be legendary. And then there's going to be the new mythic trait in missions 12 and 13. And what is this new mythic trait that you may ask? Well, it is going to be added soon to the following characters: Ultron, Doctor Doom, Dormammu, super-skrull. So all of our Dark Dimension characters, Ultimus, that weird character, Apocalypse, who has his own unique release method, and Kestrel, who is one of the original characters. Now, Mythic is generally identified as characters that are acquired through Dark Dimension or special method different from the legendary normal release characters. To fit that definition, sometime in the near future, Kestrel is going to be added to Dark Dimension rewards for increased accessibility. Dark Dimension 3 had no characters, so that would be a great place if they want to add her there, but we'll see what happens with that. I'm glad they're giving more Kestrel shards for players though. We made a number of quality of life improvements this year, and there's several more coming in the near future. Most of the improvements listed are part of a suite of user interface updates across several areas of the game. Epic Chapters Hub, a new UI elements for better visualization of requirements and progress in unlocking legendary and mythic characters. Meta character roster highlights, new UI for visualizing, prioritizing characters and teams that are new and or see the most gameplay of a given time given associated game modes. Story fill or store filters, sort offers by certain types to better surface the offers and items that you're looking for, and monthly meta event highlights, pronounced visual callouts of individual events that support the month-long meta item to ensure better progression. So on paper, all of those quality of life changes look good. I hope they don't cause any new bugs in the game though. There are also some changes coming to the website. The team is also working on some highly requested quality of life web improvements. First up is redesigning the player profile menu to streamline switching between player profile, roster, and save teams. One of the big things that was shared in the Envoy Summit was not having to hit that roster sync, having that do that automatically. So as soon as it's updated in the game, should also update on marvelstrikeforce.com. And all those quality of life changes are going to need to the next big improvement with alliance management. We're going to offer a new function, including a new recruit tab, and it's going to make it easier, significantly easier for players to find alliances that match their playstyle. It's also going to make it easier for alliances to fill the critical spots that you're missing. And all those alliance changes are targeting for rolling these out in April of 2024. And as usual with all these blog posts, everything that they said is subject to change here. So I hope you enjoyed some of the things that is coming up in 2024. Let me know what you're most excited for. I think I want to play that Siege Battle World. That looked like the most fun game mode, but Dark Dimension VII, Mephisto, a new X-Men team, so much to be excited for. Let me know what your favorite is. Hopefully this video provided you some insight and can help you with your planning. If it did, hit that like button. It is free for you, and it definitely supports the channel. And if you want to see what are the only 10 teams that you need to survive in Marvel Strike Force right now, check out the video up there. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out.